also where we had our first book club party was like my
Really?
kitchen, and then the living room is right there.
Were you just throwing parties from time to time?
Yeah, I mean, we were just throwing lots of parties here because we're really lucky. We don't have any neighbors on our walls. So it's like very rare in New York. So we just get really, really loud. And it gave us kind of the freedom to be really, really loud. So we would throw really late, loud parties, and then
or just pre-games before we go out.
Lots of pre-game.
Get
Every
amped
pre-game.
up.
Yeah. Probably every pre-game is here.
We both started DJing in very different spaces, but around the same time. So we would practice at these pre-games, or our friend would have just a birthday party on the roof and we would be practicing together. And so we would meet up weekly, and go out to parties afterwards. And so that's kind of where the book club radio came from, because we were just meeting up regularly. And then
also we were like obsessive because every time there was a party we were like, okay, can we DJ? And then we would play for like 7 hours straight. It was just, or sometimes longer. Like we were like just sitting there the whole time, maybe not really enjoying the party enough, but just like falling in love with that process.
Yeah.
You're relatively new to DJing, like in the last few years. It's not like you've been DJing for 10 years type thing.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like, I think so. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we basically started, I guess, getting into it about a year before we started the parties. But you kind of, back to that journalism conversation, I didn't feel like a proper DJ. So literally my first full-length set by myself was recorded, and that was the first book club meeting. So you really see us learning and you see us growing in this space, which at first I was so nervous about, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not a legit DJ. I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'm so nervous. And my girlfriend's like, no one's going to see it. Why are you? Who's going to see it? And then literally it blows up and I'm like, okay, so it's okay. But I think it's good, because I think a lot of people feel like they can't put themselves out there unless they're seasoned. And I think it's a really big learning opportunity. And I think it also just breaks the stigma that, anyone can DJ.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
She said.
Tell me more about that, and anyone can DJ, because I know that in certain circles, the discourse is like, not everyone can or should DJ, and DJ culture is, not about just filming yourself and putting it on TikTok. But I think that what appeals to me about what you guys do is that there is that earnest enthusiasm, honesty, passion, and it isn't like, and while being recommended or told by your girlfriend that you should upload it, I do feel like there's an energy transference of like, you're not trying to be anything, you're just having a good time. What do you think in response to that?
I mean, I agree with Tinzo that everyone can be a DJ. I mean, I don't know that everyone should be a DJ, but maybe everyone should be a DJ. Like I every time someone's like, oh, I want to try, or, I invite them to try, and I'm always open to give tips. And, I haven't been DJing for a long time, but I firmly believe that everyone can DJ. And I think, technology has made it easier and easier to DJ, but ultimately, DJing is really just playing music for people and selecting music and playing music for them. And so, through the years, it's become more complicated and less complicated with, techniques and mixers and keeping the party alive and juggling records. But those aren't necessarily things that you need to do to DJ. Ultimately it's just playing music for people, and I think sometimes it gets too convoluted beyond that. And I also think because everyone can be a DJ, there might be some people who don't want be able to be a DJ because it's become so easy, and if everyone's doing it, then the competition gets a lot harder. And so I think that's where some of the gatekeeping comes from.
When did it start to move, and how did that make you feel?
I mean, we did the first one, And the first party, we upload 3 sets from that. And I think at one point in the first month, one of our mixes hit 1,000 views, and we're like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because we're like, we're not even marketing this. This is awesome.
Yeah, we were just putting it out there to live, and honestly, so we could watch it later. Like we would have other pre-games, as we said, and then we just put them on, and then we had these kind of sets where we could just listen to the music as pre-orchestrated. But then after the third party, the green one in the basement, Tinzo had that.
Well, even before, for
That
the
one-
second one.
That one had a few thousand views, but it wasn't until the green one hit 100K first.
The
And then we
green
were
one.
like, yeah, I don't know what to call it.
No,
The
it
Euro
makes
dance.
sense. No, everyone recognizes it
Everyone
as the
recognizes
green
our
one.
mixes by like what color they are. Yeah, the green one hit 100K first, and then we were like, whoa, that's sort of a big deal. And that was just one party before the groovy disco basement party. That was probably the one that you saw first, because 80% of book club viewers come into book club through that one video. So
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if most people who have heard of us have heard of us because of that video. So that once that happened, that hit 1 million, and then we were like, yeah, Tinzo's a superstar, and this is game over. Like now it's just a real thing now.